What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all already know what time it is. So, I got to talk about this, bro. Everybody sent me the video, Cathy Engelbert. I seen it, watched it 2, 3 times, and I will say this. I am not surprised at all. Where should we start? So, Cathy Engelbert, WNBA commissioner, she goes on TV. She had an opportunity to address the biggest issue in the WNBA, and she totally dropped the ball and missed the mark. The host, you got a Caucasian, an older Caucasian host that seeing the same stuff we all seeing, and it's just funny to me. He see the same stuff we talk about, the hatred, the racism, all this stuff, and he's trying to get her to address it. He gave her the opportunity to address it, and she didn't do it. She started talking about marketing and all this other stuff, and it just further proves they don't give a fuck about us. They don't care. All they want to do is use us for money. That's all she care about. It's money. That's it. It's just man, I told y'all they got to get another commissioner. She's not cut for the job. When you got a bunch of women, this is not a safe environment. You got a bunch of women being followed at the mall, followed at home, people sending death threats. This is not normal behavior. And instead of addressing it, you want to overlook this stuff and start talking about it's good, it's part of the game. It's good for the game. Y'all, we watch the NBA. I do. Even Adam Silver, when he comes out and address the fan reaction with the players, like Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook dealing with the same thing. And that stuff got addressed. And these are men. So you telling me we shouldn't address these issues with women? We got women out here, 22-year-old young women. You got Dejanay Carrington, who's getting like that stuff with George Floyd, the George Floyd stuff with her head on George Floyd. That stuff absolutely disgusting. Instead of that getting addressed, she wants to talk about money. I just it just doesn't. I'm just not surprised by it. And if you ain't see the clip, I'm gonna play the clip for you. It just this is what I'm telling y'all. This is where we are in the society, bro. You know, and I blame a lot of my people because we don't hold nobody accountable for disrespecting us. If this was an agent, I'm telling y'all, this is just the truth. A lot of you dudes don't want to hear it. If this was an Asian player and somebody said something disrespectful about an Asian player, that would trigger a whole entire Asian community, and that player would be held accountable. They had to apologize. Problem with our community is this: we don't hold nobody accountable. We overlook this stuff, and we so quick to forgive people. That's the problem. Because all we care about is money, right? That's why a lot of y'all do. Y'all overlook stuff. Y'all will go sell your own people out because you care about money. You care about that dollar bill. I'm gonna play this clip, bro. Absolutely disgusting what I just listened to. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button.
Let's go to that question, which raises some sensitivities of rivalries between players. In the case of Angel Reese, who's just had to shut it down because of a wrist injury, Caitlin Clark, who's continuing to play. Rivalry that goes back to their college days, presumably, where I guess some trash talking entered in. But now it seems on some social media channels to have taken a darker turn, a more menacing turn, where race has been introduced into the conversation, where sexuality is sometimes introduced into the conversation. How do you try and stay ahead of that, try and tamp it down, or or act as a league when two of your most visible players are involved, not personally, it would seem, but their fan bases are involved in saying some very uncharitable things about the other.
Well, the one thing that's great about the league right now, we do sit at this intersection of culture and sport and fashion and music. Like the WNBA players are really looked at now as kind of cultural icons.
True.
And when you have that, you have a lot of attention on you. There's no more apathy. Everybody cares. It is a little that Bird Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals. They don't want everybody being nice to one another. So the social media is different today than it was in 1979 when it didn't exist. But, you know, I always tell the players, you know, I was told a long time ago, if someone's typing something in and you wouldn't ask their advice, ignore it. So it's a balance, but certainly from a marketing dollars, but corporate partners are stepping up to endorse these players. Much more so than they were 5 years ago because they see the benefit of having women and diverse women representing their brand.
I agree. Rivalries are good. Manning and Brady, the prime one among them.
So, okay, here's the problem. You saying, okay, let me say this. We have a problem right here. Okay, I get it. Rival's good for the game. Yeah, we said that a million times, but that wasn't his question though. I wanted her to address the $1 million question. That man opened up Pandora's box, and she didn't even want to touch it. She basically saying, hey, well, y'all getting paid money. Y'all getting paid more money. So shut up and dribble. But sometimes you just got to address that stuff, man. You got to stand up for your players. You have to stand up for your players. I know, am I tripping, bro? Am I lost in this? Why is that these players that's been attacked and death threats, they getting followed in malls? Did y'all see the fans following Angel Reese at the mall? God forbid, now she needs to get extra security. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. She need to get extra security because, man, I pray for these girls, bro. Like real talk, I pray for these girls because she too focused on money. God forbid something happen to a player. God forbid something happened to a player. Then what you gonna say? See, this type of stuff, you gotta nip that in the bud at the beginning. You gotta get some straightened with this stuff in the beginning before you even get to that. She's not even trying to speak up for her players. Did she talk about everything but the biggest problem why the WNBA haven't taken off like the NBA? You don't promote your league, right? You only promote one player. Y'all using Angel Reese. Y'all trying to use Angel Reese to pump up another player, bro. Y'all been trying to do that. Y'all always trying to make her look bad, make her look like she's some kind of evil person. You got everybody believing that she's some kind of bully. Bully off what? Ain't nothing bullied by Angel Reese. She talk trash just like everybody else talk trash. This stuff should have been nipped in the bud a long time ago. And she still had the opportunity to do it, and she didn't do it. Not surprised. So I told y'all, man, she's not cut for this job.